Greetings in the name of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie I, Jah Rastafari, ever living, ever faithful, ever sure. This is ReggaeTelevisionNetwork.com, and we're coming to you live from Scarborough, Ontario, Canada. And if this is Saturday, it's the Sabbath. And I always encourage everyone to read Psalms 119. It is a cleansing psalm. It gives perspective to the week past, and it gives you vigor for the week ahead. I've read my Psalms 119, so I encourage everyone to do so. So this morning in our studio we have a guest that I've seen a long time ago on stage, but he's here with us this morning. This is David Peter Smith. Hi, David.
Hi, Ray. Blessed.
Yes, welcome to ReggaeTelevisionNetwork.com. We're happy to have you this morning. Now, David is an actor. He is the creator of Reggae-size exercise workout, and he's also the founder of the Jamaican dance group LTD. So we're going to talk about all those things with David and much more in our time here with you. And we are very, very happy that you're here with us this morning. We thank you for coming. And as usual, you know, we love you. So, David, tell us about the actor in you, because I saw you on stage years ago. You were in one of Devin Naughton's play, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yes. And you know, you were just so dynamic on stage. You were everywhere. I could hear you. I could see you. You're tall. So tell us about the actor in you.
Oh man, that come from, believe me, not professional training, theater school in Jamaica, but martial arts.
Yes.
I always tell people, if you have martial arts, it's like it just bring out so much things, you know, because you believe that or know that you live the life from inside out and not outside it. And for some strange reason, the deep breathing, I tell you, man, if you want, it's like the good weed, you know. If you want to focus, it's like that.
Yeah.
It gives you that sense of focus. And I find when I start to dance, you know, the sound would sometimes delay. Like you'd be on stage, your back turn, and so we have to say something. And Georgie, one of the other dancers, which is Tony for the T, he would probably say, "Hey, warm to the music, man." And for some strange reason, the audience, they would laugh. I would just find a conversation, then the music would start. I would say, no. When we're ready for it, you never want to play it, but go talk now. And I think that's all the acting comes now. So we started to do, I think we call it dance drama. We never just go on stage and just dance. The dance usually have a hat.
Yes.
Man, yo.
So it takes a life of its own.
Yes.
And the words come,
Yes.
and the motion, acting.
Never scripted.
Yes.
You just walk on, you never know what's gonna happen. You just look out into the audience. It's just like that.
So it's natural.
Never no script. And then, you know, I come here 82, and I met up with a group called Pelican Player, Robin, my first director. Robin is a Canadian Caucasian, but for some reason this woman know how to take what I'm saying so that the white audience could understand. Yeah, and I still don't lose from my Jamaican people, because I find, and by myself, I do some stand-up, but when I try to bridge it, I lose my people because I'm trying to let the other people understand. But Robin is a kind of woman, no, she just stand there, "David, why don't you say this instead?" And it works.
She branches into world.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it just come, you know, and then sometimes, of course, you have people that always say, "Yeah, but you know, you'd have to have you been to acting school?" And everything to me sound North American. It sounds like if a man come from Africa as an actor, and I use Africa far, and come here to do theater, it's like you have to study Shakespeare. I mean, there's not somebody in
Another
Africa
reality.
that he can study too.
Yeah.
It's just centered around this one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's as if Hollywood must only be in America. You know, it's like you can't come from any country, China, anywhere, and be who you are. Yeah. So come on with us. It's a natural thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it just comes out of you, and you feel it, and it's natural to you.
Because I'm gonna tell you, like just now when you start the program, my smile is so big, you know. It just I've done this for so long, and I'm wondering if this is what you call blush or shy. I just have this feeling like, you know,
a little rush there.
Yeah.
You get that on stage too.
Yeah, especially the first night, and you do even in dancing, you don't know how you're gonna be received, and I usually like the first word out of my mouth or the person before me, and they say, "Hey, good morning, what?" And you don't hear nothing. It's like, because in our rehearsal we think that's supposed to wake them up, and sometimes that don't happen, and you're like,
so they're waiting for more to happen.
Yeah, you're nervous. Listen, man, I have been to New York. Let me say, Super Cat, Tennessee, John Crusade in my work on Sunday, you know, God, I tell some big artists on the show, and the show was delayed. Yeah, man. The show's supposed to start 8 o'clock and 2 o'clock the show, because we have a bad habit of doing that sometimes. The people were so hungry, and guess who was supposed to open the show? And wasn't even scheduled to be on the show.
Oh dear.
Guess who?
You.
Yeah. And GT Taylor.
Talk about pressure.
Yeah, he said, okay, we're gonna put the ignition in the show. Exact word, you know. Anybody know David from LTD? And he went, yeah, you know. And I was, you know, I'm telling you, when you look in the audience, you know. Yo,
take your part.
We're talking some hardcore. Yeah. So I'm going on the stage and I'm say, hey, the next man ever said, boo, watch me, are you? Man, the boo was like double time. Yeah, it's like, I'm gonna go, I joke, man, make it. But me like that no fun, me just say, but for some reason when you're on stage, everything you say, I have a little more power. And because I said, Lord, I look at joke, me there making on. Who tell them to laugh? Mash it up, man.
So you diffuse the situation right away with humor.
Oh God, if I get them on that first few notes, you're gonna have a good show.
Wow. Well, see, there you go. I guess that's a natural acting. You read the situation and you improvise.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you better know to improvise.
Yeah.
And then of course, when I was younger, I take something from everything. I know I can't take everything, but I was a scout, you know, and we were learned to be prepared. I am always prepared.
Prepared, yeah.
Always. You're driving.
You're a Boy Scout?
Yeah, I was. Yeah,
in Jamaica?
In Jamaica, yeah. Yeah, man.
You went on campfires and overnight trips and
I've never been on a camping or anything like, but learning the salute, the march, and marching on the street. It was a Salvation Army, you know. And I thought, oh, I'm in the biggest scout, because it was like the Salvation Army, Brownies, Girl Scout, Cubby, then the scout, and then these people in white uniform. I remember when we marched.
Wow, give you lots of pride.
And I looked behind me, it's like this big long line.
Yeah.
So that other than school and my mom, you know, I learned a lot of, you know, discipline, the time knots. But the main thing was always be prepared.
Be prepared.
And even to this day, I am in the gym. I said to people, you have to be alert. It just make you have a sense of alertness, you know.
So this program that you learned from in Jamaica, is that still going on right now in Jamaica?
The scout.
The scout? Yeah.
You know what? I don't think so. You know, Jamaica
Wow.
different. No, you know. No, I wouldn't. believe me, I remember the scout headquarters was on was it King Street, somewhere near the parade, I remember. I don't think we're doing a lot of things like
that. So that explains a lot why maybe a lot of the societal norms and rules that we know growing up have broken down.
You know what? I think when we were talking on the phone the first time, I think you said something like we were talking about the generation.
Yes.
And I think it's true.
Yeah.
A lot of things that we used to do.
Yes.
You believe people playing marbles still?
I don't
think
know.
Girls playing jacks? Those, you know.
Yeah. Because that was play, that was togetherness, that was, you know, teamwork, that was, yeah. Wow. Yeah, I remember doing that as a kid. So we were all together. It was like a good, you know, camaraderie, a good relationship. A lot of that is missing now, and maybe that's wrong with our youth. Maybe that's what's wrong with our youth. They're not together that way. Wow, we're gonna have to change that. Maybe we need the Boy Scouts to come back and put these little institutions back so children are you know.
I don't even hear about that in Canada too. I remember I used to hear about scouting in Canada.
Not as much as we used to when we were growing up, but they're still going here. I'm sure they still have the Boy Scout. I buy the Girl Scout all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they're still there. So we have to maybe think about getting that back in Jamaica so we can teach our young people how to be together, how to play, how to actually interact peacefully, because there seems to be a lot of that missing.
Yes, you know, I mean, we're using the computer, we use the television. You see, everything
Everything's insulated.
Yeah, but it's all because the same teeth that smile.
Yes.
Also bites.
Right.
So it depends on how we're gonna use. I mean, if we're gonna have a kid sitting in front of the computer playing, there's a limit.
There's a limit.
Stop now. Let's go outside.
And I can vouch for that because my youngest, he needs to get off the computer and learn. Believe me, I have experience. Don't encourage that. Trust me. We're right. Get them out there in the scouts, get them out there outside doing all kind of stuff because I have the experience.
Alright, in school, for example, when the teacher would look around then, she would say, get up, stand, and we'd have to do little things.
Yes.
Pick on bits of paper, lying on the ground. And when you hear that as a student, you know what it means. We start to look around, make the place untidy, and we pick them up, pick them up. We used to
so you keep the place clean, keeping your mind clean, keeping your body working.
Yeah, but I don't think those
things are going on anymore. We've got to change that. We got to go back to the old ways. I've said it so many times. Wow. So we'll talk about your acting career later and how many movies you've been in and how many plays you've done.
Yeah.
But you also have a really, really important and huge project that you're on now, right? You're into fitness, not only mentally but physically.
Yes.
So let's talk about your program, the Reggae-size.
Reggaecise.org. You have to check that out. No,
I did. It's a very beautiful site.
Yes. Yeah. You know, when I see aerobic, you know, like when I the first time I get familiar with aerobic workout, I just used to when I came to Canada and I visited in 1982. I remember, and then came back 84. I remember there was a 20 minutes workout. And
I remember I used to watch it. What's her name? Barney? One of those names. Yeah, I remember I used to watch it.
And it was just, to me, I think it was just so perfect. I don't know why it stopped.
Right.
They used to
money.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's been around
and you see all the moves that they make and you love their bodies, you want to recreate that.
I tried to do the workout with them. Listen, I am in martial arts. I'm from 14-year-old. And Aikido, Savate and Jiu-Jitsu. And so I'm saying I'm fit. But for some reason, when you do a different workout from the one you're familiar with, it's like, because it's different muscle now. And all they go, and I feel it, man. I said, my God. I used to just love watch it. Then somebody said, there was some complaint about the cameraman zooming in at certain body parts.
Like their butt, because it was nice and shapely.
Yeah, I'm like, so what? You know,
Or their legs because it was so curvy.
Yeah, so the camera's supposed to just stay and
they want to show what the exercise does.
How we know if our producer here don't do some. It just more we just like to stick. Oh,
yeah.
You have to get the motion.
Yeah, get some different angles. Right?
Yeah. So, but then reggae is something now that we are cool, you know. Like I love to make that joke when I introduce Reggae-size. I would say, yeah, you know, I come to North America. You have your music and you're exercising to your music.
Right.
Yeah, Jamaica we have our music, but it's cool, you know, like yeah man. Yeah, and then I would always do this, yeah man. You know, but and we are Rasta, and we have to work out too.
Yes.
And we want to do some aerobic too, so let's do it to our music.
Right.
I try to tell. I don't want to change the topic when I say this because it's not that we're gonna talk about. But I tell people all the while, rap come from reggae.
Of course.
We speak in the version side of our music.
Right.
The American brethren see it and start to talk on the version side of their reggae.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
You know, this is no lie. I mean,
it's fact.
Yeah. Then I said, so we have to do our thing now. But the question is, David, how do you do a reggae workout with that music? It don't have that boom boom like the American. It's look. And all I can say, you just have to do it.
Yeah.
It's like the key, the chin. 1 inch below the navel, 1 inch above the waist. That's where the center of the body. That's where the spirit lives. That when we work out, when we punch, it comes right from here.
Right.
That's what is it like a sense of it's sin. So and there's no word when I first studied the chi or the ki. There's no word in Chinese, Japanese, African to describe this thing. You just have to do it.
Do it.
And I got it right.
Yeah.
The Greek right. Do it. It's just something you do. It's a timing. If you're gonna sit and I move the chair the right time, you're gonna fall.
Right.
If I move it around, you may get back up. But
right.
it's just something that
it's timing, breathing.
Yes. I could stand there and I could do this. I could say, let me lift you. And you could do. And I just lift you like a feather. And then I say, let me lift you again. I go. And then you're like, and you're the same way.
Yes.
But yeah, that's, you know, so.
Yes.
And then knowing all these things. And then being in a dance group. It just, you know, the first exercise other than walking is dancing. And in Africa we do that, so we just dance, we dance and we are fit, we keep party, we dance some. Me, when I go to a party, I would dance from 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock.
Wow. You still doing that?
No, because the music, you know, I tell you what the guy don't know. When they play the reggae music, they talk. As if I come to hear and go, you wait till I get and the music stop. You can't dance.
You can't dance and you lose the vibe.
But when they play the American music, they play it out.
They play it all the way through.
And I said, so
what's the difference here? People want to talk.
Yeah, let people come to listen to them, you know. The music, I come to listen to them and dance. And believe it made my heart rate and then calm down. You can't live like that. You can't go into a dance.
Keep it going.
And then the music, and you go, and then, and pull up.
Yeah.
5 seconds.
Yeah. I don't like that either. Probably that's why I keep away from dance hall concerts and stuff too. Yeah. So, well, you know, that's another development in reggae music that we've seen over the years. And you know, people our age that comes from an era where it was all about the lyrics and the music. It's hard to listen to just the talk.
Since you said that, yeah, because I remember being in Manhattan, and a man was introduced at one of the festival there, and they introduced the man as a communist.
Communist?
Yes, they actually say he's a communist. He's been with Castro, and I'm sitting there like, in America. Oh, this was a long time, you know.
Yeah.
84, I think, to 83. And I was like, and he give a speech. When the man don't talk, man, He even said, one of the things he said, in Africa, these people go there and cut down the trees. These people here, but if you cut down a tree in their country, you have to get a permit.
I see.
No tree, no water, no, you know what I mean? And then when there's drought, they blame it on a leader. So he was just going, and I'm looking at this one like, and he's talking about a revolution.
Yes.
But he barely get clapped. And now this is a black audience, you know, mostly. It was Kwanzaa. It's a Kwanzaa celebration, right? And then I go around. He was just sitting there by himself. I just noticed he was sitting there when he finished, nobody. And I go to him and I said, Bridget, everything you say, it's just bad. It's just, you don't have to convince me. I say, no, what can I do if I take up a gun?
No, that was no solution.
And he said, no. What do you do for a living? I say, I'm an entertainer. And he said, okay, make sure when you go on stage, you send a message about your upliftment and improvement of your people.
Yes.
And never forget that.
Yes.
So every time, even teaching a body pump class, I'll tell you later what's body pumping. But the cardio class, you can hardly get all the talk. But classes that you may have to change the way, I always say to people, we also have to give the brain some muscle.
Yes.
I said, in the middle while you do the workout, think about this.
Yes. Yes.
I would talk about sex in our workout class. I would talk about flower, from everything. Sometimes you see this big, I'm on my own and say, I don't fall in love. And you know, I stand in love. You know, things like that.
Yeah.
I get that from Reggae-size. Because when you fall, you get hurt.
You get hurt, so stand in love. Yes. And you'll stand stronger. You're falling.
Yeah, and then from that then he said, people talking about I love you with all my heart. And so my heart only pump blood. And my heart only pump blood, so I love you with my mind. No, those things, when I'm in the gym and it just create this big argument and I just love it. And then I play the music, argument stop. I was okay, 2 by 2. Music stop.
Yeah. And you give it a little time. So you stimulate them, their bodies, you stimulate their minds.
I remember though, you know, reggae is more Rasta music than Jamaican music.
Yes.
Because I remember as a little boy, when the Christians would put their pulpits out and Walton Park, because my area is Walton Park Road. My mom, we move somewhere off Walton Park Road, you know, in Kingston. But every Sunday or Thursday, you'd see the Christian brethrens have the microphone, the steel on, and they sing and they preach. And you'd stop there, you look at what they're saying is godly still, you know. I'm sure they want to live good and empower people to serve the Creator. And the Rasta man see that. So he decides that well, I can't do that too. You see as him set up in police, you know. You can't just go, you can't do that. You're not allowed to. But the word, it have to come out.
It has to come out.
So what we go do is send it out.
Music.
We know. Yes, so we just sing. We just sing. So I say, oh, let's ban it then.
Yes.
Michael Manley come and lift a lot of band like of Bob Marley music, you know. Music like Brenda we by the rivers of it's Boss Friend. So we were off the band that.
Wow.
When Bob said we now have big friend in the high society and we don't know where. Those songs cannot play on the radio.
Wow.
So it always appeared that we cannot match our American brethren because we don't have the kind of music to compete with theirs. But if you come to the dance hall, where them think them are called dance hall now, reggae music was always dance hall music. It's not a book. But once you play in the dance hall, where they go tum 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 tum, this dance hall. So when you go to the dance hall, you hear big youth say, I have the Pope, you know, first man to ever say Rasta. Big youth, you know, the first man I know to ever say Rasta and the reggae beat, you know. And this is how we give our message
to the music.
Because you can't stop it. And one thing I say to people, even with my Reggae-size, because believe me, it's not easy because I'm doing it so long. and it takes so long to come to where it is now. And I said to people, I say to the camera, anything good that's coming, you can only delay it, but you can't stop it.
Can't stop it.
Remember that.
Well, that's David Peter Smith telling us about the actor in him and how that brings out not only his mental capacity but his physical capacity. Now, at this time, I just want to make a note of this because the Toronto International Film Festival is on, and we've been offered some tickets for our audience by the African Union 6th Region Canadian Foundation Incorporated, and they're asking people who would like some of these tickets. They have 3 complimentary tickets as well as 2 tickets to the film Margarita, which airs 12 noon tomorrow. You can send us your contact at Reggae Television, Sandra at reggaetelevisionnetwork.com, or on our contact page. We're going to put all your names into a little basket and pull the winner out. So if you really want to go see a movie at TIFF, the Toronto International Film Festival, the African Union 6th Region Canadian Foundation is giving away some free tickets. But you have to write into our show, send us a note, your contact phone number, we can reach you at Sandra at reggaetelevisionnetwork.com, and we'll be happy to give you these tickets. We have quite a few, so please call in. Send us a note through the website I just gave you. Thank you. Now,
well, you're gonna do it so they can see you're doing the pulling out the.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure if we'll get a chance to do it on air.
Okay.
But after, we'll definitely contact the winner. So if you really want free tickets to go see a movie, Margarita tomorrow, as well as 3 complimentary tickets for any TIFF movie until the end, then contact the network, and we'll put your name in a little basket, and the lucky winner, will get some tickets. So, David, now you call this workout that you've developed the original Caribbean workout, right? So it is the original Caribbean workout?
Yes, it's the original. Yeah, because although I started it so long, when I went to Jamaica 2 years ago. My friend from the dance group is doing similar, but I tell you, for some reason, nothing reggae. It will be a calypso music, and it will be playing American music, because trust me, even the audience right now, if they never do Reggae-size, in their mind they're saying, yeah, but how am I gonna burst a sweat with something
that's so laid back?
Yeah. So when I look around, I've never seen it. But Adogo, which is Oko Onora's
Adugo, is that AIDIDO?
You know?
What's Adugo?
That? Adugo? Yeah, she was. I haven't seen her for so long, but Oko Onora was Orlando one of the first poet who give poetry the way it's supposed to deliver. Now, I wish I could go down to the seas again, to the lonely seas. I don't know, and just man, that's where I used to anytime Kids with Jazz.
Yes.
I don't know when he started, but this is the man who I know started a revolutionary.
That was like dub poetry.
Yes. But there was no to it. Then it was just a man just chanting
his feelings.
Yeah, and I remember going to see him with Third World used to have this place, they called Zinc Fence. And when he would do his poetry, and with Mikey Smith, then Mikey Smith started coming in, and he's past now. They would use the light. It would say, blow instead of light. So, but there was, after a while, the little man come in and play to that, and do the. So, my contribution to my culture was always dancing. Whenever a music would be made, I remember in Channel 1, Whale and Soul, Earth and Stone, they would sing a song, pressure them, Jah, pressure them. in your own way. Pressure them, Selassie, pressure them. And they will say, dance, I want one there. I'm gonna go, yeah man, I can't feel it. You know, it's like, oh, as a youth, you know, they're like, to the heart, so it's a youth. So, when I was in Brooklyn or Lugo, she came by and Kamuta is, I think she'll come to visit Ivan, Muta Baruka's wife. Yeah. But we are, you know, I was in that little circle, even Judy Moore, you know, like if I'm in Jamaica, they always say, boy, dance, I want to come give something to dance, but exercise. But Judy loved, though, she more than either Marcia and Rita. Yeah, she more like that. And
she likes the movement, yeah.
But you see, Marcia did the Let You Boogie with her.
Oh, yeah. Rita, that's huge in America.
All right.
You cannot go to a wedding and that is not played. I know. It always amazes me.
So, just a David, you know, we are doing, we can actually, not tell you, I am not gonna lie. Just like a woman taught me so many things, it was her mouth. She said, David, why we not create a thing called reggae aerobic?
Wow, so this is Muta's wife?
Yeah.
That gave you the see, oh, that's great.
I'm gonna say, I do go, you know, say, because when we were in Jamaica, you know, as I said before, you know, we have a place where we rehearse. And when the show is gonna go on, the singers will come to little, hey, what do you think we can do when the beat play here? What we could do here? You know, and then I'm not telling man, it's Judy Moore, she was very serious about getting something going on, some kind of exercise program. But we never attack reggae, exercise, reggae. But we know we have to have a program. I just say, like, you know, aerobic to reggae aerobic, you know, reggae exercise, and, you know, tie it together. How would they play with words? I'm not gonna, and I don't think it's me. I think she said, like Reggae-size. I'm saying, Reggae-size, reggae with exercise. Yeah, man!
With a C now.
Yeah! When I didn't know the spelling, it was so so we're going to do this, man. We said, well, we don't know. We can start something in Brooklyn. But, you know, I don't know where. I think what happened, I started. Yeah, I started, but I do have to go back and forth and see how things doing. So I started, that's 1992 now, you know. So, on Flatbush Avenue, there's one thing though in Brooklyn, the people, they always have some form of cultural event going on. Drumming always doing something, you know, some studio, then empowering the youth, them and Rastafari or whatever, and they give
lots of activity.
So they said, David, you're like, you're gonna have the place 7 to 9, you know, 2 hours, but it was not like what I have now. That was a growing stage, and you know, new.
So the birth of the original Jamaican dance workout just came from friends, like brainstorming and feeling the vibes and seeing the need, and of course create this.
But you see, when my dance group, when we rehearse, when we used to, before we even start the choreography, we have 1 hour. We were putting 90 minutes, a cassette. But it was never our music. It was always American music, because it have that drive, which and we just put that in, man, and we would just start. And LTD is 3 that, Larry, Tony, and David. But we have a group of man, you know. If one of us sick, you know, one more man is here to step in, but it was a rule that 3 of us gonna be on stage. We have the women dancers too. And we didn't go on stage and just do one dance to open the show. No, when we go on, we are like 15 minutes to half an hour doing our act and all that. We were so physical, we sweat, we just dance. So there was work, you know, going on. And it's so funny, we all go to each other's house. So I'm gonna tell you, the health part was there a long time, you know. We used to have sulfur bitters.
What's that?
Dr. King Sulfur bit. It's coming like.
Oh yeah, it's a tonic.
No.
No? What is it?
You could call it that, but it's like it's like they put all the bitters in the world. And we just come in, instead of drinking or smoking cigarette, when we gather, we love each other so much. And we will sit there, we throw it out, and then the first man.
Okay.
But we have to throw it to the back of your throat.
So you don't taste it as much.
Yeah, if you come late, you can know that we just take it because everybody's like this. So warm. It's wicked, man. Really? So, but I don't, you see, though, something just come with. Till this day I still do it though.
You still take that bitter stuff?
Yeah, you have to
I'm not good with medicine.
You have to take the bitters to counter the starch and refine, I use the word refine sugar because these people tell a lie on sugar.
Yeah.
Instead of telling the truth about what causes diabetes. But you have to balance, use the bitter to balance all these things in the day. Neutralize it. Believe me, man.
Do you still take it every day?
Yeah, man.
Whoa.
Every night, so doctor.
Oh. You're making me hurt just watching.
Oh God. But it's important to straighten up. Yeah, so that's how the Reggae-size was born. Just like how a baby is born from a woman. It was a woman.
It was a woman.
And I can't lie. That actually come out. Because word, it's all there, you know. But it's also put it, it's what you put together. And I do Reggae-size.
Reggae-size. And I see on your website all these ladies are just going away rocking with you, and you're just up there showing them how to get it straight.
No, really, I am a dancer's. Yeah. Alright, like when I go to Jamaica and somebody say, yes! See now? See the man with the dirty wine? You don't believe it.
Dirty wine?
Dirty wine. It was clean wine then. Everything was break down now.
Yes.
Why it have to be dirty wine and me a dog and then time it was clean wine. No, you see this head here? I don't know where the gift come from, but I don't see nobody in the world that would do a dance just to the head. I would be on stage and my head was going. And that's what they call.
Well, you're fit, so you have all your muscles connecting with each other well, so you can move them around.
Yes.
Well, that is terrific. I mean, I exercise because I know how it makes me feel. So I know when you do it for other people to follow you, it must be something, because this is not just for yourself, it's for others too.
Yes, and then that's where you would like, it's not lower, it's like, people are not necessarily good dancers,
right?
But timing, something where we have different from every other nation. We have this clock,
Yes.
Come white bridge, now. No, but still they can hold a rhythm still, but for some reason they don't have that tick tock. So we have that, and you find when you're gonna be. I love stage. I love being on stage. I just once I say a little step higher, I just. And it make him, as I said, when you're on stage, anything you do, it's a little more powerful. If I do something here, right, and you watch me with your naked eye, when it's on camera, it just gives it that more, it's more
important.
Yes!
Some more substance and everything, I hear you.
So, so having people around, and you say, okay, 1, 2, 1 step, and and you see them start to, but the key, is the knee. Bend your knee. Sometimes you see somebody look like they kick high up in the air, or watch the leg on the floor, the knee slightly bend. Because that's the timing too. Unless you will become really great with your timing. I say once you straighten your knee, you're gonna miss the beat. You have to keep the
flexibility.
Flexibility. You can't lock it up.
I see.
So that's one thing I tell people, keep the timing. But in the class though, I would have mostly have Caucasian and my white sister. And they would say, David, where are the Jamaicans? I said, they are reggae. They are, I mean, you are more crazy for it because it's foreign to you.
But they think it's just usual stuff. They don't see the value. But you know, David, you basically, you gave 7 reasons why Reggae-size is for everyone. And I'll say them and you explain why, okay? So you say it's dance experience not required.
Yeah, I said that before, yeah. Dance experience, for this particular, okay, what I'm doing now, I'm launching Reggae-size now so I can get people to teach it to other people. I never want to make money from fitness, but everybody else is doing it. And I realize I'm getting up every day, I'm getting hungry, I don't have money to buy food, and these gyms opening up all over the place, and it's a business. And I never, believe me, I would teach you, I would come here and I would say, let's do some martial arts. And I realized, but what am I gonna eat?
Yes, you have to eat.
If I'm gonna perform myself. So no, I'm gonna launch this program so I can be paid to teach it, so that people can just like
benefit from it.
Yeah. So that in that case, to what I'm gonna do the 22nd is saying to people, Reggae-size is now open to be taught, so you can learn it, to teach it. So, but when you come
just
for
like
the
yoga,
yes, but when you come now for the workout, you don't have to have dance experience because it's all about. It's a spiritual thing, you know.
It's about the feel.
Yes. People tell me, I can't dance, I can't. I don't know. That's
after Reggae-size, you will know how to dance. It starts to rock.
Take your time, so no dance experience.
Then just add a bit more to it and get going. All right. The second one is you can get ready for the island vacation.
Yeah, because every time I go somewhere and you say reggae right away. Oh, they're gonna take us to Jamaica. The always And do you have to you know, when we go to Jamaica, you know, we have to dance and we're gonna go and I was a tourist there and this guy come and they teach us to dance. And I said, yeah man, because if you're gonna go to Jamaica, you want to be prepared then. You want to actually look like and move like when you go down there, you hear reggae, you see the people doing their thing. You don't want
so you want to jump right in. You want to know before you get this so you don't have waste no time trying to learn. So you offer that.
Yes.
That's great. So, okay, it improves fitness while getting your sexy on.
Yes. Listen, I know, you see I turn here, I know a lot of people are afraid to talk about sex. It's like a taboo. Religious people think money and sex is a taboo, right? Sex.
It's natural.
I am crazy. I tell people right now, my cells are reproducing. They're making love and reproducing. You know, my body just full of this. I love sex.
Yes.
I'm not ashamed to say that. It's something where I think it's the biggest stress buster. I don't think, I know, because it works from inside out. No matter how much you want to stretch and touch and jump in the air, when you and somebody can come together.
That's powerful.
I give that.
That's powerful.
I give the love. It'll give a love, you know.
So this exercise program helps all of those juices to flow, so that when you get into that intimate, appropriate moment, then you're ready.
You know what's so beautiful than a woman dance? Like I like to see ballet. I remember a Professor Cabral. She was in with Martin Luther King, a Jamaican woman. She come home and she managed my dance group and she said, David, you are my Jamaican Baruch McCoff. No, because I'm blessed with jumping. In martial arts, I would just jump on top of you. I could just elevate. I just
natural.
I could just, I could jump. When I become blue belt, I used to focus more on leaping in the air and jumping kick. And so when I would jump, And then she said, David, you know that song like, could you know? When I do it, she said, God. She said, when Baruch McGough came to America the first time, there was some problem with he didn't come on the stage, or it was all up backstage or something. But finally, when it was decided to dance, she said, the guy make a leap. On the leap, he was like in the year.
I've seen that leap.
Yeah, I think I see
right
it
across the stage. Yeah.
Oh, I said, yeah.
Yeah.
She said, yeah. Believe me, man, that guy. And I get to see him in movie though, you know. I'd say with Reggae-size, you know.
That leap, saw that leap, beautiful leap. Yeah, saw that.
Nobody do it like him.
Nobody. Yeah. Good stuff. See, when you got something down in your soul and in your heart, it just naturally comes out.
I tell you, man. But you just want the medium. I just want the place. I want people to give me the stage or the opportunity to express these things that in me so long, and because of jealousy, you know,
and bad mind.
Yeah, this inner me. Some people talk about enemy. What inner me, what inner them.
Yeah.
Make you don't want to see me.
Yeah.
Maybe I have the wrong complexion.
Yeah.
You don't want to see that I
excel
elevate to this and lead in this. Is like you're telling me no, it need more work, or you should.
It has to be more refined.
Yeah.
No, it does the job.
Refined things is not good. Refined flour, refined sugar.
I know. All good.
I don't want to refine it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they tell me.
Yeah.
But I never think of it then. No, I don't want it to be refined.
No.
But David, you move off when you face your audience. You move off on your right leg instead of your left, because you should move off on the left leg. So I said no. Reggae-size is not a right leg first and a left leg. It's any leg. Yeah, any leg. So through that now I'm making a point of duty to make sure we're gonna move off on the left leg most of the time.
Alright, so keep the standard so you can satisfy others.
No. They say right leg.
Oh, so you can do the opposite?
Yeah, so
I see.
Left, like so left, right, left. It's okay, you know. Them change thing, you know.
Okay.
It's usually left,
right.
On the mark, left, right, left, not right, left. So just like how them change the book, you know, it's supposed to really open this way, right? But somebody switch everything, them switch around, and yeah.
I hear you. There's been a lot of switches going on. So the next one, of course, is increased cardio, endurance, and flexibility.
Yes. Flexibility is very important, you know. Like the first thing I tell people when you get up in the morning, Reggae-size or not, and if you didn't notice, you're gonna do it now from ever since. When you get up out of bed, after your mouth stretch, you say the body know it needs to stretch.
Right.
You must bend and touch your toe without bending your knee.
I've heard this before. Interesting.
Yeah, I always say to people, and you say the first time you do it, you're like,
I know, you're so stiff.
and you go back, and you find you go lower, and
of course.
I say stress live here.
Okay.
You have to stretch your body. And once you do that in the morning, do the rest of the day, you just feel agile.
You just move.
Yeah. So you cannot increase your range of motion. You can't just, you know, like you go to the gym, you see some people out, right? You know, when I see them do that, I deliberately do like this.
Relax it out.
Yeah, and put my elbow because I must say white guy, you know.
Yeah.
Tough, you know. So I deliberately walk with my elbow. Why are you doing that? And then, like, even when we're doing biceps, I like as some people do it, and they string by the elbow. I said, no, everything you do, get some stretch into it. You don't want to walk and just take your knee.
To take it all the way down
and you
bring it out.
Motion.
I see.
You need to get the body relaxed, stress-free. You know, and you know, like I see, since I come to North America, I realize I see people come home in the winter time and they take off the coat and they still walk like this. They not even realize that you're in the warm house now, so you can
relax it down, take it down.
Yeah, man, and it's important. I try to tell people to.
You
know, those, you know, you can do those things like normal. You don't have to squint up the field.
You get none of this.
Yeah, you know, just do do, you know, fight like, you know.
I can't do that. I've tried so many times, can't do that.
You know, because you have to kind of make the body become individual, like, you know, you do one side. Yeah, so that you have, because exercise,
control everything.
Yeah, exercise, martial art is the mind and body become one. When that happens, you do great things. Remember, a man once said, these things I do, you can do and greater than thee.
Yeah.
Them say a man named Jesus said that, right? But when you do greater things, you say, I walk man. Them vex it, you know.
Well, they did crucify him.
Yeah, but them vex, and it's in the Bible. These things I do.
Yeah.
It's what Acts, it's one John 16, Psalm 16 chapter. You can do and greater than thee.
Yeah.
You know, people vex.
Yeah.
But him tell you say you can do it too and greater.
Yeah.
Take all this, my broke. I don't know where these things come from, but when you get to that stage, when the mind and the body, you feel like you can catch bullet. There's just this invincible feeling, you know. But it is not true still, because a bullet will puncture you, a knife can put, but you find yourself do great things, man. Somebody said they feel sick, and some people just do like, and I go, oh,
just release some tension.
I could just touch you and I could know, oh, you're stiff here. Okay, you can feel it, you know.
Hold on to that feeling.
Because we learn pressure point, and you can feel, you can feel like, oh, and you know, like joints, like stiffen your arm. So don't let me bend it, right?
Okay.
Okay, but look here. So no strength, and watch this. No, you stiffen it. Don't let me bend it. You see, when you get the joints, everything will bend. You see? I don't care how big and strong it is. So martial art, that's why people say, look how the man so small and then beat the big man. Because it's all about the joints.
Yeah, because I didn't have no choice. I had to.
A little thing here. 5 finger here, 1 finger here. So I hold you and you're trying to get up by doing this. You'll never get up. But go where the 1 finger is.
Wow.
Yeah. So if I hold it this way, you go that way. Your 1 finger can't hold all of that way.
Yeah.
See? Which way would you go?
And then,
yeah, you go where the 1
there
finger.
you go.
And if I go this way?
There you go. Oh my goodness, you see that? That is terrific. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the next one is put range of motion to test. So you just kind of did my range of motion test. I just
like the leg in here, how far can you extend? Some people can actually do, you know, things with the body because there was no flexibility from youth. You know, or by my friends, right? They would ask me, David, oh, you do them things, man? And I say, it start off too quick. But it start because my figure say my friend and make love long time. I always say, oh no, make the oil stay in your body to help lubricate it. Because I realize, you know, it's true. When
so they made love too early so they lose the oil?
Yeah, I think that, because, and I can tell you this, if a man training for a fight, and he's with his woman the night before, I can guarantee he's gonna
lose the fight.
Yeah. You can still run the mile, but it's harder.
Yeah.
Whenever I make my love, the next I usually feel stiff, you know, because I give, you know. But so I say to them, no man, the little oil we have in my body for preserve you as a youth. Yeah, but I mean just said that. I have no scientific proof. I don't talk to no doctor, but it come to me.
It's
true. Say the reason because I never start until late, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, man, 17. I'm afraid to say that. So, I think we preserve my body now with that it. Can we just say, watch him? He might ride him. So, yo,
it's oil riding him.
Yeah. Someone at Jamaica about them. You know, I'm my girlfriend, right? But in the something, you say, yo, lift up that. God, fire! Boy, you might not ride. So my island, yeah, right. But you can't know on the island right now, because even when we go to school, you know, and the teacher come around, we have a team after the keyboard and she's a wide arm stance. I go, hey, yeah. So both need men now sit down. Sit, just not sitting on nothing but just out there. The body tight, you know. The teacher come on. You see when you look to man, don't say man near shape. You know way that the last night. It's not true.
It's all this last.
Yeah, because if there is something last night, if need we. Let's see what we started for. Why? Let's take that thing out.
Well, I tell you now, the next one is shape and tone your waistline.
Yes, I said we must exercise. And that's, alright, listen, we have exercise guru, people before me and people still coming. People, they want and they tell you, you must drink 8 glasses of water. That's crap, you know. Drink when you're thirsty.
Right.
You need electrolytes in your body. But every time you have a program or somebody come along, they always want to change something around. Like a new manager. Nothing wrong with the program, but they're gonna, oh, I think we should put the chair over here now. So they're always giving these things.
Yeah.
You watch people on television doing, like, I remember, I was a loser, like a loser stupid that night, you know that. And they catch us, yeah man, me a loser. I'm not going to work the next day. So I'm up watching TV and you see these ads, you may end up buying so many things. So, you know, every month there's a new abs. You don't have so, and you don't have a old lady back. I say, why are they doing that? Because they're advertising something that they don't understand. No, I say, okay, I say you have to get ear, because as I said, we work from ear.
You call that your core.
Yes, the core, right there. No, everything I do, and as I said to you before, is because of Marsh. And many things I know I didn't. Every punch, every kick, you kick from midsection. People call this love angle. I call it hate angle.
Hate angle?
You don't get with that none you love, right? That's why I stay with them, you know. Keep on calling love angle. You say, stay there.
I'm in love.
Yeah. Someone said, call it hate angle and believe. But and so and the reggae, I tend to focus in the ways, you know, the move, the twisting, just like the martial arts, a lot of twist and low stepping, But if you're gonna find this place, work, and again, breathe. I don't care what you do. If you're not breathe right,
yeah, definitely. And women are notorious for being shallow breathers. We don't take in deep breath. So a lot of tension is in our breathing. We just kind of hold on to things, and we need to let it out and really breathe. That's great.
Yeah, you know that worry is the same as meditation. It's just that one is negative.
And one is positive.
Yeah, and when you get positive, because you're conscious, you know that. Because when you're worrying, you focus, you just...
Yeah. Looking at you reminds me of what I always say. What does worrying and rocking chair have in common? They both take lots of energy but take you nowhere. Yeah.
Oh,
so that's really cool.
I have to remember that one. Yeah. So the positive one, you watch this worry now. You see, become positive now.
You smile.
Yes, and you energize the cells in your body. You're giving it oxygen and you do deep breathing. So you it become meditation instead of frustration. You know.
So the last one for people who must do this and have no problem is guaranteed to lift spirit. So you just mentioned that you deep breathe and the smile comes on.
Yeah, I was speaking with Dovey. Oh man, yeah, you have to get Dovey. Yeah, I'm gonna tell her she got to get her on the program. She sings. When I call her the day before, and I said, Dovey, I want you to do something live for my Reggae-size. And she was like, oh, David, you know, she said, I'm feeling sick, you know, from what's day now, she's not feeling well. And I'm talking to her, and I said, yeah, Mama, why you sing when I stand up? Because I figure I'm gonna be better by then. And she said, which one? I said, you don't have anything where But say I can't tell you what I want. I have to hear it and then to say, yeah, this one, do you ready to do you ready to move your body? And she start to go in it, and all of a sudden, I'm not hear the sickness. It's like what you so when you're in your element and when you start to do something where you like, something where maybe you're longing for, just me just come and call it. You feel the woman, I say, well, you better know. I say, because she say, if I don't, I just feel so sick because she's singing the song she like. So you saw this thing though, it just
it really does lift your spirits. Yes. Yeah. Of course, when I feel anything like, you know, saddened or anything, I put on some Bob Marley, I put on some Leroy Brown, I put on some Willie Williams. As a matter of fact, you mentioned the first time I heard Willie Williams, and we've had him on the show, was in an exercise place. I know. I was in a group. My sister and I were the only two black women there, and there was a group of Chinese ladies, older ladies, younger ladies, in between ladies, and I'm telling you, when the instructor says, okay, we're gonna exercise now, so she goes, put on the music. It was Willie, and they put on it. They played about 3 or 4 of his songs, and by the time I was finished, it was a Saturday morning like this morning. By the time I was finished, I was happy. I was feeling good. All the ladies were smiling, and you should see those Chinese ladies move. They move to reggae better than I've ever seen before. So you were right. Reggae does give you that spirit to move.
And Willie, the movie Soul Survivor, he has a song in it.
The movie, Willie Williams' song is in Soul Survivor, the movie, and you were in that movie as well?
Yeah.
Ah, excellent. See, this man is a true artist, a true performer. I mean, he makes me laugh. That's great, David. So tell us, we'll tell about the party. It's Reggae-size party that's coming up next week?
Yeah, so after this, so this program, as I said now, people are gonna come, and there's gonna be some people who see Reggae-size who are doing it. Like I'm teaching it at Morningside Good Life, right? So my big up Good Life Fitness. Them like their goal is to have a good life like pizza.
Right.
Within 15 minutes of everybody.
Everybody, because fitness is extremely important. Absolutely.
That man Patch, you know, Dave, who is the CEO for Good Life. Nice man, lovely man. And I'm just saying that about him alone first. Because sometimes higher people, they don't necessarily reflect you. Yeah. But that man, nice.
He's fighting for the cause of getting everybody out there.
That's what he's
making it convenient for everyone to get there.
Right. So, because of him, the first time when I get it, I teach it here, not necessarily the first time in Canada, but getting into Good Life, I teach Reggae-size, 1999, I've been teaching it. Now, Morningside, where I teach it on Tuesday, I've been teaching it now for a year and about 8 months at that, because I stopped. Somehow, you know, it stopped at Good Life, but not that I wasn't doing it in community centers and with diabetic people. And so now that I get the opportunity to, I call it a relaunch, and then everybody capitalizing, all Jamaicans should capitalize on Jamaica 50th anniversary. Somehow I just feel like it's the time now to rebirth reggae.
Yes.
Reggae is something to say, the color, you know.
Absolutely. Rastafari.
Yeah. See, with the red is my blood. So that's the silent part. It's like the red in the television, you don't see it.
I see. But so the red is inside.
Yes. The retina.
I see.
That's why when you watch TV, you should watch it in light. People don't realize
not in the dark.
There's 3 colors that make the colors. It's red, green, and blue.
Primary color.
But if I pass your house, the primary color. Let's study.
I got
red, green, blue, and out of those 3 colors, all the colors come. But if I pass your house, you see blue light. Yeah. But you don't see the red light. Yeah. But I destroy your eye. That's why you shouldn't watch it in darkness. You go to the cinema, something move from behind you and project on a wall and bounce back in your eye. Television just come
straight at you.
You think you watch television in the dark and then tell somebody turn on the light. And you could feel the eye just like thank you.
using too much of
Yeah,
too
but
much
you
to
need
see.
light around your mind.
Yeah.
You shouldn't do it. Anyway.
Oh well, I'm gonna definitely change that habit because I tend to turn off the light and watch TV, so I'm gonna start that habit.
So you know, so this launch now is people gonna come and I'm gonna do the fundamental of reggae and the dance, what the bass mean, what the drum mean in the dance, and the rhythm guitar, the percussion, how we use it, and once one know these things, then I think you can dance, and then you have to know why you're doing it. Why are we doing it? And how and when. Then it worked for you when you know why you're doing something, than just doing it. And from that, because there's many roads to the creator, to the airport, or many names there. You can, I don't believe Rasta, Muslim, whatever. Can you imagine if everybody was Rasta? I think it would be boring. Nobody to talk or to share a difference of way. When I like to say opinion, but everybody is Muslim. That's some people believe it should all be. Or everybody is sent be.
So you're saying the variety is good?
Yeah, man. Yeah, there's many. I say every one of us. I believe is trying to do the good.
The good.
I think that's why people go into religion. I don't think they go into it to kill people and to hate people. They go in it because of a fear of God and want to service this guy. Yeah. But splinter group, may you start something or we have a knowledge. But then I'm angry at you because you probably put the red at it like some Rasta bridges in Jamaica because a man go put the yellow on top of it. Just vex the man and say, no, I got the red for the panther. So him branch off and you carry a few man. Same day, Christian, everybody do it, I would just branch off and call it a different name. And then the same thing we're doing, But just because we have a little difference, how we want to approach, and I say, boy, and then now some people kill you. And they say, when I let God do one killing?
Yeah.
Well,
it's David, you said, I was reading First Samuel 20:25 this morning, and it's so funny that you said that because it's David and Abigail. I don't know if this, struggle with David. Abigail is married to Nabal or something, and David looked after his cattle in the field and his men while he was in David's land, and then David comes to his land and sent for help, and he sent back saying, "Go away, and I'll give you no help." So David got really angry and was on his way to slaughter him, and then his wife Abigail came and stopped David. She heard about the whole thing and she came and stopped David, and she said to David, "I'm stopping you from cursing yourself by taking vengeance into your own hands." And so because she stopped him, she saved David from. So you just said that. It was so funny. You just said that because that's exactly what I read this morning.
No matter come kill them where you want to call them, any name you want to call another religion. Make God do it himself.
That's right.
It's so powerful. You don't need you to take up a gun and go shoot.
There you go. And of course, God killed this mean, evil husband 2 weeks later. So David would have cursed himself and lose his soul for taking action into his own hands. So the moral of the story is leave God's job to God. That's right. You don't have no job there killing anybody.
Or come knock on my door and beg me to come to your church or something because God sit down in your church alone waiting on Sunday. But you're not going nowhere but sit down in your church, Is
that anywhere, just your church?
Jacket and tie, you must come out of my house because you have the right, And when we look around, man, in every religion and people, there's evil. And there is good people.
Because people can choose.
Yes,
people choose.
I'm going to have to go with Peter.
Alright, so that gets me to our political argument for today. Now, there's a really there's upset in our community, in our Jamaican community, because President Robert Mugabe of Zimbabwe kind of leveled some really nasty charges against Jamaicans. He calls us drunkards, and he calls us weed smokers. And artists and politicians, they're kind of in an uproar. So I thought we'd give a moment to kind of get this out there, right?
I'm not to be honest. I never ever didn't know when this was said.
Actually, it was at the Research and Intellectual Expo of 2012. So it was this year. So it must have been not
He was in Jamaica?
No, he was in his own. It was the expo was being held in Zimbabwe, and I guess he got up and spoke. And he said some really mean stuff. He said what? We're a country of marijuana smokers, where women are now taking charge since men are always slosh, drunk. He says also, in Jamaica, they have freedom to smoke, men always drunk, and universities are full of women. So I think he's saying because Portia, we have a woman prime minister, the men are falling down on the job and the women are taking over, and of course our children are not excelling. So what do you say about that?
When Bob Marley went to Zimbabwe, he was the man that was going to be in power when he said United States and then said Bob come and liberate and say. Alright, so God make a mistake when he make ganja, right?
I guess that's what he's saying.
Yeah, so...
And he sounds anti-Rasta too, because he said, let us not go there when Rasta is... So he, like, what Bob Marley did when he went there with him and showed all this love, and he's kind of kicking it away.
That's a hypocritical thing. Then, you know, you pretend to love or appreciate something when deep down inside
you don't.
You don't.
Yeah.
But that's why I said, you know, imagine a plant grow out of the ground. It's not a Jamaican man go there and put something together and go, ganja.
We didn't create the land.
Yeah, we come see this thing.
Yeah.
Peter Tuttle will teach me that.
Yeah. My cousin.
$3 billion the US government spend on marijuana research. And they do the same with alcohol. And all the research showed there is nothing but greatness from this thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But a country would benefit more from it. We would be like, it would be like the oil, Jamaican oil.
Yes.
So they lobby the government or try to threaten them that you have to make this thing become a drugs because it have all these benefits. So in California they have more ganja plantation, and Saskatchewan, you know, they're planting this thing, you know, more than they're coming to destroy the one in Jamaica and planting it because they know it have its value. No, you don't have to really smoke it, but for why we get such big attention?
I know.
Compared, how big is Zimbabwe to Jamaica? Wow, we are so powerful. If you're giving us that, why are you giving us that attention? This is an island. Why is he? What did he say about the American then and crack?
Nothing. I don't know. Maybe he was angry at Jamaicans when he said it, because he just said it, and it caused kind of, because even Cockatee, and he performed there in October. He said this statement does not reflect the people of Jamaica. We are better than that, and you know. But he said everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Sizzler, I like him. He said black people are beautiful, courageous, strong, and educated, and we should keep our heads and keep sailing high. So I don't know. I don't know what's gotten to him.
Yeah, but you know, even I love Sizzler. But when Sizzler said that black people, yeah, in general, but you might talk about the set we live in Jamaica, and just because, as again Dr. Bennett said, some man have a problem with woman leader, you know.
Yes. I think that's the problem with him.
Yeah, that's why even the Bible would tell us says the woman commit the first sin. When there's a man come to her and then she go to her man.
Of course, he seduced her.
Yeah, but it's the woman. So some people just, we have Queen of Sheba. I tell people say in our African history there was always a woman leader. We have Harriet Tubman. We have Nanny from Jamaica. Nanny was a leader. She man say yes, my mother was my leader first. So, but just because now we elect a mother, a woman,
he weakens us.
Yeah, which are we still have a backer. Look here, what woman we have the muscle. We want her there. We choose her there because we love her. So what?
Yeah,
I don't know. That problem.
I don't know. She said, well, basically, she said that she has to confirm that he actually says that, or verify that she says that as a government official to respond to that. But I'm gonna listen and see if she actually verified and respond, because this is important. This is an African leader, and we're African people trying to get home, and he's denigrating us in that fashion. That this is important. You know,
I'm very disappointed.
Yeah, very disappointed in Mugabe, because even when the international world was like against him for things that he was doing in Zimbabwe, we were still trying to give him our blessings and hopefully our hope to do the right thing, and now he does this.
I can tell you though, not America, no other country in the world have nothing to do more with upliftment of South Africa, Zimbabwe, than Jamaica.
Absolutely.
When me the first time we had the name, even Nelson Mandela, I said, what's that? But never knows a man name. It was a free Mandela, but it's a country. And the man that just chant this thing, we sing it in our song.
Actually went over the whole world.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We sing it, we pray,
yeah.
Something.
When Mussolini attacked Ethiopia, Jamaicans were the first to go to the aid of Ethiopia. The first to go to the aid of Ethiopia when Mussolini attacked Ethiopia. And we've always been there for Africa. We've always loved Africa. We've always shown our support to Africa. And it really hurts us when a leader like Robert Mugabe would say something like that about us.
I kind of think, sitting here and wonder, what happened? I mean, we're drunkers.
I know, drunkard and weed smokers. Well, it's so funny because what is it? A.J. Nicholson. He's the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade Senator. He said what? He said he should remember that Marcus Garvey, Michael Manley, Bob Marley, and Dudley Thomas have advocated and inspired generations in Africa and out of Africa to believe, contribute, promote peace and social justice over the world. And yet he's able to say this. And he said it in front of young people, because this is like, it's a Research and Intellectual Expo of 2012, and it's a young people's thing.
It's so like jealousy. It sound like AIDS.
Yeah.
Why would you know, why?
Yeah, crab in a barrel.
You know, so not about the gun violence.
No.
Because the gun not come from
the cocaine.
You know, so not about that, but you want to talk about a woman leader.
A woman leader. I thought it was so. That's why I said I had to discuss this with David, because I know you're out there. You work with women in the entertainment field, and and you know lots of great women, and because you mentioned a few names, and yet he's able to look at that and see just that small little dot. A woman is in charge.
It's like, the religion and the people them who really, I mean, see, right now, somebody do a movie and depict a leader of a group, a religious leader as some negative way, and you see the eruption it caused. And for years, every time they do something like this, if somebody write a book about that religion, or they don't play. You can say something about Pope John Paul, you can Jesus. Nobody do but some people that's different.
Yeah.
They just take it seriously, which means say leave that to God. He don't need you for burn up the embassy. Make God burn up the embassy.
Revenge is his.
Yeah. So when you think when him said that, no, but just kind of fool that.
Just shake it off.
Yeah. As I learned, agree with your adversary quickly.
Yeah.
Someone said, David, you're an idiot. But I said, yeah, man.
Yeah,
man. The argument done,
The argument done.
Done. Because he knows I'm an idiot, but they sent me and resist it.
Yeah.
He have more ammunition to come at me. So agree with your adversary. Argument done.
They have so much things to say right now. Well, David, it's been fabulous. Now, just to remind you again, the free tickets for Toronto International Film Festival is here on reggaetelevisionnetwork.com. If you want them, send us a note at sandra@reggaetelevisionnetwork.com, or just fill out our contact page and we'll pick your name and you can have free tickets to TIFF. David, before we go, what about what you're doing? I mean, do you have anything in the acting scope there ready to let us know about?
There's a brethren, Junior Whisper. They call him the Jamaican Luther Vandross. And can really sing, and he's into the filming industry and things.
Oh, David, you have David? His name is David?
No, he's Junior.
Junior have an invitation, so there you go.
Yes. So you have this. I went to a friend's house one night and I was watching a little video, a little movie. And I was so just watching this little movie. I was like, damn, this is good. And that Jamaican man here just but it's some. I said, no man, I have to work with him. You have to work with him. So I woke up, I would talk. I'm gonna say, let's do a movie. But no one. You say what they do the other day come. There was no script. It's just like they come and say, okay, this is the situation. You meet him here and they find some word and they say and they repeat and then do it again. No, they wanted to do Holiday Come Part 2, but they wanted to do it the same way, but no, they can't work. You need script now and you know
because people expect more.
Yeah. No, this is how we did this thing. So we already finished it. So now he's going to edit and put it up. Because I'm saying to you, just do it and try to get it in our festival. We don't have distribution power. I don't care how good your song is, or good your show or what it. If you don't have distribution power, it stay right here and big here and don't go away. So I haven't go on the stage in doing any acting, MCing or anything. Maybe for I would say roughly 2 years now. I haven't done anything like that. I am not in. I just feel so relaxed. I don't feel like I want to. If most of the time I'm just sitting home and I get a phone call, and to tell the truth, you know, most of the time when I do plays, I was never really the first pick. Is when somebody can do it, they call me, they call me within like 2 weeks for the show because I learned script very fast.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, and I always laugh, when they do things like that. But of course, though, Super Bob, when Devon did write Super Bob, he did say, I want to do a movie as a Rastaman's hero. He's the man, not the backup and, so that.
Not the sidekick, he's the main guy.
So at one point, I can say yes, I was considered first.
The leading role.
Yeah. And with my usual white friends or directors, most of the time I'm considered, but with my own.
Yeah, it gets more difficult?
Yeah, it's more like, somebody can do it, I could get him.
Oh dear.
But I don't say it's for the first time, but no, that's what. Is
that the anti-Rasta thing?
Yeah, because they put wig on me all the time. Yeah, they always put a wig, cover my head.
Cover up. See, we're not ashamed of being a Rasta, so you don't be ashamed for us. We're fine.
That's why people don't know it's me in some play.
Yeah. Have on a wig. Yeah, well, hey, Rasta man, come on up. Stand up and take a bow.
Yes.
You have been fabulous here today. You've been funny. You've been funny. You've taught me so much. And it was a pleasure. It was a complete pleasure having you here today.
You are saying that, how long have we been talking?
An hour and a half.
Believe me, it's like 20
It's like
minutes.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
That's because it's so much fun.
Yes.
Wow. Well, you know what? If you have the perfect role for a funny guy who can improvise, who can do anything, he can dance, he can do everything. You know who to call because David Peter Smith. He sings fine. I heard him. He sings great. But it's been wonderful having you on our show, and we really appreciate your talent.
Bless.
Thank you so much. Well, as I said, if you want free tickets, contact me at Sandra, reggaetelevisionnetwork.com, and leave your contact number, and we will pick your name from a little hat, and you'll get free tickets for Margarita tomorrow at the film festival, and also 3 tickets for any movie that's out there playing with Tiff. We thank you for joining us this morning. We appreciate you being here, and we absolutely love you. So you go and have a great day. And as I said before, don't forget Psalms 119. It's really important. So thank you so much again for being here with us, and we're coming to you live from Scarborough, Ontario. Bye-bye.